Pink Poodle Crafts, join the Poodle Pack. It's time to get creative and make you laugh. Make your own art today. Pink Poodle Crafts is the way.
What a good boy.
Hey crafty family, it's me. And today I got a package on my porch and it was very heavy. And I saw that it was from Marie. And I can't pronounce her name, her last name. It's like Marie. I'll probably butcher it. Near. I don't know. I can't pronounce her last name. That's one last name I've run into that I'm just like stumped on. But anyway, I wasn't expecting any package from her or anything. A lot of times people will message me and let me know to expect a package or what have you, but I had no idea. And I went to pick it up and it was so heavy. And I was just like, what is in here? Now, if I would have read the box, because it said what it was on the box on the outside, but I didn't read it until I actually physically opened the box. And then there was another box inside. And I just can't believe what she sent me. And I'm going to put it up here on my desk, but it's heavy. She sent me an electric die cutter. I mean, seriously. Like, Marie, I messaged you. I don't know if you got the message I sent you, but thank you so much. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I haven't been making die cuts because I didn't have anything to cut them with other than a crank machine, which, you know, I would get frustrated with because my hands have issues trying to crank stuff like that. And I get frustrated because it takes me so long to die cut something and I end up just getting annoyed with it. So I don't really die cut much, even though I have lots of dies and stuff. But I knew someday I would save up for an electric die cutter, but I had no idea that she was just going to send this to me, and I just can't believe it. It's so awesome, and I can't thank you enough for this. This is amazing. But yeah, if I would have read the first box, it said right on it, it's a regular cardboard box that this was in. It says Gemini by Crafter's Companion. I wouldn't have known what that was anyway. So even if I would have read it, I would have saw Crafter's Companion, and I wouldn't have even thought that that's what was in it. Because a lot of times people will reuse a box that they got, you know, to send stuff in. So I, didn't assume that this is what would be in there anyway. Even if I did, see it. So anyway, this thing's very heavy. I'm going to take it out. It's got clear cutting plate, another clear cutting plate, a metal cutting plate, a rubber embossing mat, a magnetic shim, and a plastic shim. This is crazy. It's got a lot of stuff. And let's see. I've not opened it or taken it out till right now. And it's got a booklet, which I'm sure I'm going to have to read through or look through. Cool. Very cool. Very cool. Very stinking cool. You can emboss and cut and do all those fancy things with this. So let's see. Let's see if I can get this out. Because it is heavy. Okay. Let's stick it there. Ooh, come on, other things. Okay. Let me move the box out of the way. I still can't believe you sent this to me, Marie. This is crazy. Ooh, it comes with a hexagon which looks like my house. My house is hexagon shaped. Ooh, how pretty. Look at that. It looks like a doily. Ooh, there's more stuff in here. Ooh, look at that embossing folder. Isn't that pretty? It comes with an embossing folder. It comes with a couple dies. This is cool. Oh, this is cool. Comes with all those dies. Comes with that die. And then the one that I showed you before, this one. Very cool. Oh my goodness, so cool. And then it's got the power cord. So I guess this is like what they do for an unboxing. We got a power cord. And then this is wrapped in plastic. Ooh, this is heavy. I've seen this thing online. People use it or whatever. And I never expected it to be as heavy as it is. Interesting. I don't know what these little things are for. I don't know. I guess they're not for anything, really. Oh, there's where the power cord goes. Because here's the buttons. Alright, we're going to plug her in. Let me get this in there. Okay. We're plugged. Is it not plugged in all the way? Or am I not plugged in? Oh, maybe I have to hold it down. Oh, you know what? Duh, I think there's a button back here. There is. I'm such an idiot. I thought that was the only power button. There it goes. I'm an idiot. So I guess you hit play. I guess it has to have something in it, I guess. I think it has to have a thing. Well, anyway, let's try to use it. Let's try the embossing folder, because I have a piece of paper, and it's a pretty embossing folder. Okay, so let's take a piece of paper. I've got black paper here. I'm going to have to cut it to size. So I'm going to cut it to fit. Okay, good enough. Okay, move that aside and get the book. What do I do with the book? Did I lose the book already? Probably. That would be the story of my life. Okay, and it tells you how. So sandwiching the plates, yada yada. Embossing with 2D folders. Embossing with Crafter's Companion dies. Clear cutting plate, a rubber embossing mat, and the paper and the die, or the... Oh, dies. Duh. 3D folders. Okay, never mind. Here we go. Clear cutting plate, 2D embossing folder, and make another clear cutting plate. So that's all you need. You don't need that embossing mat. Oh, that's just... Oh, that's if you just want to emboss with a die. Oh, I get it. So you can emboss with a die without actually cutting. Interesting. But since we're just going to emboss with an embossing folder, we don't need to use that, I guess, because it didn't say that. These mats are huge. Okay. They are big ones. Okay, so all we have to do is stick them like that in between each other and then put them. Oh, it goes by itself? Get out. It went all by itself. I didn't even have to do anything. Wow. Just have to stick it in. That is cool. Okay, let's see. Ooh, fancy. Look at that. Look how cool that is. That embossed that really good. That is really cool. Very nice. Let me try another embossing folder. Hold on one second. Let me grab it. Okay. I have embossing folders in my Etsy store. So let's try one of these. Let's try the one with the gears. But it's so nice to not have to, use any effort. I love that. Well, I got a little tape on here, but that's okay. I'll do it on this side. It's so nice to not have to like worry about my hands hurting. I'm in shock. Well, that's not going to be perfect, but let's try it this way. There we go. And I just stick it in between here and just put it in, and it does it. Isn't that cool? Oh my goodness. Wow, that's cool. And then it stops. Ooh, look at that. Magical. Oh my goodness, how cool is that? That is so cool. So exciting. Oh my goodness. So, how about we try die cutting something? Deep multimedia dies. I don't think I have any of those. They're deeper than traditional thin metal dies, which allows you to cut a variety of different material. Okay, I don't have any of those. I just have thin metal dies. And then there's very intricate dies, which I think that one die that they sent me was a very intricate die, I would assume. There's these, which are just thin metal dies, and then there's this, which I would call that a very intricate die. So it says okay, so let's see. Is this in 2 pieces? Oh. Well, then how do you cut it all together then? That's weird. It comes in 2 pieces. If I can get it off of here. So you put it like that, I guess. Huh, interesting. And then you can stick this in the middle of it or on the paper next to it or something. I don't know. Let's just follow what it says. Clear cutting plate, and then the material to be cut, which would be this. Well, first, and then on this one, we need the plastic shim. All right, so I have to get out a couple more things. Here's the plastic shim. Plastic shim. It goes that, plastic shim, magnetic shim, which is right here. Okay, well, my camera shut off. Ugh, it's always the way. I can't, when I film anything, I just always have something go wrong every time. Anyway, I cut it out. That's where, you know, the camera shut off before that. And anyway, this is the die. There's a couple little spots that just need to be poked, but it's really pretty. It doesn't, I thought it cut the whole thing out, but it doesn't. So it's like, you know, you would cut it in. You can either cut it out afterwards or just leave it on the paper like that. So it's very pretty, very pretty. It cut really well too. Very pretty. So sorry about that. We'll do another one because that was just, of course, that had to happen. Of course it would. Let me cut another piece of paper and we will cut another one. I'm not going to do the same die, but I'll cut something else. We'll do this intricate one here. Just leave it to me to screw it up. All right. Okie dokie. I'm going to, that'll fit there. So then again, we got the cutting plate. We got the plastic shim. We got the magnetic piece. And then we're going to put our die and our piece of paper, which I'm going to put a little piece of tape, which I did last time, to hold the paper in place, because even just a little sliver doesn't matter. Just something to kind of keep it steady. And then you put this in like this. And then you put it in the machine. This is so easy. I don't have to crank anything. My hands are here. It's doing all the work for me. And it shuts off by itself and everything. That's really cool. All right. So now I need my little tool, which let me figure out where that is. Here it is. This little tool here will help me. Oh, I get it. So this is like an edge piece. I get it. Okay. I don't know much about this type of die. I don't have any of these type of dies, but this would be like an edge piece. So you would cut that and it would be like on the top of a paper or something like that. And it would be like, you know, like a border of some sort. Yeah, I've never had a die like that. So I don't know much about those. But they're pretty and I like it. And it'll be nice for making journal pages and stuff. So, but did you see how cleanly that cut it? Hold on, let me just get the hoo-ha out of here real quick. I have to do it over the garbage can. Anyway, but did you see how cleanly that cut? Look at that. No crank die has ever... I don't have anything white to put this on to make it show up. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Very nice. Very, very nice. So I'm really digging this. This is going to be so nice to cut out a variety. Hey, get back here. A variety of dies and whatnot. I've also got... some dies here. I've got this, which is also in my Etsy store. It's a moon. Let's cut that one out. Again, all we have to do is put this down here, put that there. I'll try to do it without the tape and see if I don't mess it up. All right, let's try that one. I just love how it just do that and it goes right in and I don't have to do anything. I'm going to be a die cutting machine. Well, this is a die cutting machine. That is quite cool. Just trying to do this without making a mess. Without making a mess. Because you could basically just do this and all the little, well, you can't see because it's black on black, but all the little things come out. And then you just need to use your poker, if it gets stuck at all. And just voila, you were out. Come here. There we go. Whoops, it fell in my lap. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That's a cool looking moon, isn't it? Well, it doesn't help if you can't freaking see it. Isn't that cool? It's a mosaic cut moon. I love it. Very cool. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to be able to make die cuts again without hurting myself. This is so cool. Thank you so much, Marie. This is so much fun. To not have to like crank anything. I bet you I have enough space on here. Let's see. We want that one there. Like that. That. I may have to put a piece of tape on that because it really needs to not move. But I mean, this is fancy. And it's funny because I just said in a live stream to everybody, don't send me Happy Mail because I have enough stuff. But what's funny is, you know, this is one thing that I've really been wanting because I haven't die cut anything in a long time. I mean, you know, it was really nice that somebody had sent me, you know, extra cutting things for mine. And yes, that worked fine. But the problem I still had was cranking it. I just had such a problem cranking it. My hands are really weak anymore. And I have moments where they'll be like, I could do like one crank through. But then, you know, a lot of times because those die cutting machines, the ones you crank, they like, you know, sometimes you got to turn the die and put it back through. And after I did one or two, I was frustrated and exhausted and my hands hurt and it just wasn't worth it to me. I was just like, whatever. And my Cricut, you know, it cuts things out, but I have all these dies. I just want to use my dies. You know, I have dies galore and I can't use them and it just frustrates me. And so this is amazing. And I'm so, so, so happy. And what's funny is I even promised my die cutter to somebody already. I said as soon as I have an electric die cutter, you can have my crank die cutter. So I'm going to give it to them pretty much immediately because I don't need it no more, which is awesome. So I will pay it forward and somebody else will get mine to use. Let me get these out. This is so cool though. Thank you so much, Marie. You really didn't have to do this. That was going to be something I saved up for after after I went on my trip. This die is stuck on there because there's that piece of tape right there. Live, laugh, love. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness, this is so fun. I'm going to be sitting here all day. I'm supposed to go to the grocery store, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm going to be getting out all my dies. I may have to do a live stream later of me playing around with my new die cutter because I'm so excited. And since I'm not going to the grocery store today, I just need to take a shower and then I'm going to come back and play with this for a while and cut out a whole bunch of stuff because, you know, I wanted to be able to make an abundance of die cuts to put in my, to put more die cuts in with my like Patreon stuff so that they have some things, you know, because I do have a lot of dies that I've gotten over the years. And it's funny because even though I had gotten dies over the years, I really was barely using my die cutter. And I kept saying to myself, well, I'll use it the days that, or the weeks that my shot is bad, you know, in my system so that it makes my arthritis feel better. And what's ended up happening was even my shot didn't make it well enough after a while for me to be able to crank that thing more than once or twice. So I got ambitious and was like, well, I'll get my Cricut machine going and I'll start using that because I was just tired of not having anything to cut things out with. So this is like an amazing gift. And really, you did not have to do this, Marie, but thank you so much. It was so nice of you to do something like this. Like I can't even, I can't even begin to thank you for this. But yeah, this is like, oh, it's got like little handles. That's cool. But this is just amazing, and I'm like so grateful to you for because I know these aren't cheap at all. So thank you so much. It's going to get a lot of use and a lot of love, and I get to use my dies again and not feel frustrated, which, but it'll go to a good home, my other thing. So thank you so much. I'm going to get off of here now. So that this video is not too long, but yeah, I have to say, honestly, when I first saw this thing, I thought it was a lot smaller and a lot lighter and a lot flimsier looking when I saw it online. I didn't know, and I thought, well, I don't know if I'd want that one. I wasn't sure. It's a heavy duty. This ain't no joke. This thing is heavy duty. It's strong. It's a heavy duty piece of machinery. So it's definitely, awesome. It works great. So I definitely recommend it if you're looking for something and you have arthritis and you want something to cut your dies with and you don't want to kill your arms and your hands using a crank thing, or you don't have a Cricut, or maybe you have a Cricut, but you have a lot of dies but can't use them anymore. Like I have a lot of dies. So this is awesome to be able to use my dies again. I'm so excited about that. So thank you so much, Marie. You're just such a sweetheart and so generous and kind to do that. And yeah, I'll probably go live a little later this afternoon if I can get in the shower. I do have some things I have to get done. I have orders to pack and stuff like that. So I'll see if I have time to go live. But if I don't, if I don't, then well, you saw it. And thanks for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Make sure you do what you love and love what you do, and be nice to people. Bye.